And welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Fantasy Football Mafia podcast. And we have some glitchiness going on in the top left there.
It's a party over here.
Joined with me, the comeback kid and Mr. B. How you guys doing?
Very well, man.
I mean, I don't know if I can do this. My eyes are going to be like shot at the end of this
video. Just shut it off. Should I just put an avatar?
Maybe you should, man. This is tough.
There you
go.
All right. I'm still here.
We're still here, man. We need some sponsors, I guess, right, Brian, to pay for my mic
today's news
and pay for
notes,
Yosh's camera.
No, today's news notes is brought by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a place where you can buy tickets online.
I love the live
read. They're not paying us.
Bravo. Yeah. I love the live read. That's perfect.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. No one's sponsoring us. We can't even get a damn camera to fucking work. All right, well, whatever.
I got to tell you, this is the best I've looked in a while.
Absolutely. Either that or your ugliness broke the camera finally. So
finally. It took a while.
All right, guys. Well, let's get right into it. This is a news and notes episode. We're gonna cut to this chase. We got some news and notes here. First one I have on the docket, guys, is I don't know if you guys saw it, but Gronk reiterated of his retirement, like saying, "I am done with football." Question: do you believe him? Yes or no? And will he come back at one point? What do you guys think? Go ahead. Take the floor.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done. It's like, what's crazy? He's actually the same age as like Travis Kelce. But yeah, Gronk is like been beat up like way too much. Came to the NFL with a back injury, like a really bad back injury. So he got like a body of like an old, like whatever, 32-year-old or whatever he is. So yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah,
the guy with no face.
The no face man says that I agree with Brian. I think Gronk is officially done. Like last time he retired, he kind of like hinted at he might not be done. He said never say never, these kind of things. But now when they ask him, he's like, "No, I'm done. I'm done with football." So I think he just wants to go do other things, have some fun, party on boats, and whatever he does, he's not coming back.
He's also like, isn't he like the? Oh, well, go ahead.
He's living the life. It's not like he got like other shit to do. It's not like the average NFL player where they're like retire, go home to their fucking wife and be miserable. Like, fuck, why am I here? Like he's fucking going out with a bunch of bitches on boats, WWF. Like he's living life, man.
Dude, he should be definitely. He would be a huge WWE star. But like you said his bodies. I don't know how if he can handle the rigors of a WWE schedule. But he's the spokesperson for Wolf and Shepherd, so he's already got sponsorship in the clothing and apparel move. If WWE is on his horizon, I'm sure he can make some cameos there. He's going to be a spokesperson for some brands going forward. But his last, I'm gonna just leave it with this. His other quotes were, "Love the game, definitely blessed with all the opportunities the game and football has given me. Relationships." It almost, and then he went on and kept going on saying, "I want to go into the get my feet in the business world, business ventures, blase, blase, blase." This really just sounds like a run of the mill retirement speech, if you will. So I agree with you guys. I think he's done. But sometimes week 12 comes around, Brady might give him a call. We don't know. Let's see what happens in week 12. But I think
he said even if Brady calls.
Oh, he did say that. Okay.
Yeah, specifically.
There you go. All right. Well, that's that news and note. The other one, I want to either get to, there's a couple quarterback ones here. Deshaun football suspension. Deshaun Watson, the new quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. How long do you think the suspension will be? How long do you think it should be? And when do you think we'll actually see him on the playing field?
I think he's going to get suspended 6 to 8 games. Okay. I don't think getting a hand job is illegal. I think all the girls wanted money and they're just kind of like, I gave him a hand job too or whatever. So I think he should.
I get that, but it all depends on how the NFL sees it and how like harsh of a deterrent they want to put on him so that other players don't get caught up in the same kind of scandals. Like, I think it's going to be like pretty harsh. I think it's going to be like 10 to 12 weeks maybe.
Okay. Well, I like where Yost was going because I think it's going to be higher. I think it's going to be a full year. I think we're not going to see him until next year. And that $230 million guarantee, I know there's some contingencies because of the suspension, as I think they try to build in some kind of out in this kind of contract. But still, I look at it as a $230 million deal gone wrong. And potentially goes in for next year. But that's another year removed from football, and we know after 2 years of missed football, it's probably not a good look.
Bro, that's like if you average how many games he missed last year and how many games he can miss this year, that's basically a hand job a game that cost him.
Oh, Jesus.
All
right.
You know what's funny? Also, it's like Calvin Ridley got suspended for a whole year for
that's gambling
on like one game.
Huh? Well, no, that's not true. He didn't get suspended for a full year, did he? I thought he actually chose not to come back.
No, he got suspended for this year. Why would he not want to come back?
His head. Remember, he said, "I wanted to clear my head." He walked away from
it. No, but after that,
and then the suspension came out.
Yeah.
No, but you got to understand.
First, before the suspension came out.
Yeah, but the penalty is 1 year.
No.
Okay, it was.
You're looking at it wrong. He knew what was coming down, so he chose to walk away.
Oh, okay.
Hoping that like the news won't come. So the Falcons probably told him like, "Hey, say you're gonna walk away from the game. Some shit's fucked up. Maybe this will kind of clear, and no one will talk about it." And then the news broke. You know for a fact he knew this shit was coming. It's not
I know that for a fact, and it literally came out like weeks after he said, "I'm done with football because I need to clear my head."
I think it came like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but with Deshaun, I feel like if they're gonna suspend Ridley for a year for gambling, they're gonna have to suspend Watson for a year for whatever.
Man, gambling, hand jobs, it's like gambling.
Which was worse? Like, what's the worst penalty? Like,
well, since we're dealing with the Cleveland Browns, we're gonna stay on topic. There's a couple more things out of Cleveland or former Cleveland players. The other thing I want to get into is Baker Mayfield being traded to none other than the Comeback Kids squad. And so I'm going to leave him and let him just talk about his new offense with a new quarterback. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is not too exciting. I mean, it's just Baker Mayfield. He's like a slight upgrade over Sam Darnold. I still think he's going to be the best quarterback on the team this year. That's not saying much. I mean, they drafted Matt Corral. I think he's going to be good, but not this year. He needs time. Sam Darnold sucks. So you got a slight upgrade. And really for the Panthers, there's not much to lose here. Either they really suck, which everyone's expecting anyways, or Baker actually does good and we have a good season. So there's really not much to lose. We didn't give up much money for him. I'm not mad at it. Could be.
Oh, you were mad about it.
Might put butts in the seats, and that's what they want to do. So,
Joseph, let me ask you, how did you hear the news at first?
I got like a phone call in the middle of my work day, randomly. And I'm like, oh, someone's trying to call me. I'm so excited. And I see it is Brian. And my heart just dropped. Whenever he calls, it must be something really stupid.
Wait a second. Did his call come after my text? Because I'm pretty sure I texted right when I heard the news.
I didn't hear anything yet. And I'm like, okay, some bullshit just happened. And
I know, but the timestamp, because I'm pretty sure I literally texted you first when I heard the news and it was like official. Like I literally heard breaking news and I texted you right after.
Yeah, I broke the breaking news, so I know about it. So go on with the story.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so I answered, and it's Brian. He's like, hey, are you like sitting down or something? Because you're about to cry. I'm like, what is it? It must be serious. And then he broke the news of the trade. And it was I was in the middle of my day, kind of ruined my day. But then like I thought about it. I'm like, okay, the Panthers did not give too much, so it's fine. Let's just see how it goes. I'm excited to watch. I'm excited for DJ Moore. I hope I really boost his numbers. I mean, that's his best quarterback he's had in a while, and that's saying something.
Brian, anything to add, or should we move on?
You know you guys ever see the video where Baker Mayfield was on the sideline in college, and he's like grabbing his nuts, pointing at the opposing sideline? You know,
that was against Ohio State.
Yeah,
I think it was Ohio State. I'm pretty sure it was.
Week one versus the Browns, Baker on the sideline, he's like pulling his nuts out. Fuck.
Wait, do they play the Browns?
Yeah, week one,
man. Man.
That's so funny. All right, well, one thing I want to add was actually just the segue from what Joseph just said about DJ Moore. You know, in the past 3 seasons, he's had exactly 4 touchdowns in each season. He's gotten over 1,000 yards in each season. Now he's an actual slight upgrade. I'm all in on DJ Moore. I love him. I'm trying to. I actually get him as an if I'm going running back from forever reason. If I have the first pick, I'm taking running back, obviously, between Taylor and CMC, and I happen to get another running back. Round 3, he's sometimes still available. It's amazing. I can't believe he's still available. But I'm all in on DJ Moore. That's one thing. The last thing I want to say is they should be a lot better. Baker kind of fits the mold just by skill. Like his archetype is kind of Drew Brees-esque. Not saying he's Drew Brees. Not saying he's going to be Drew Brees. What I'm saying is his skill set,
to Drew Brees.
what he
Did
does,
you hear that, Brian?
I'm just saying this. He is Drew Brees-esque in the way that he plays the game. That's about it. That's all I can say. He's not up to par with what Drew Brees has done, but I'm just saying the skill gap there. Okay.
And if you get anything close to Breeze, I'll be excited.
Okay. So another Cleveland Brown story is the Cleveland Browns backfield. I don't know if you guys have heard, even the people that are watching this, is that potentially a name out of that Cleveland backfield could get cut, could get moved. There's a lot of running backs there. We got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Dearness Johnson got brought back, and then they drafted this kid out of Cincinnati. I'm blanking on his name right now, but there's a logjam at the position. Contract with the Deshaun deal. Who do you think gets moved? Is it Dearness? Is it Kareem Hunt? Go ahead.
I think it's Dearness for sure. I'm not buying the Hunt move. I think they just signed him not too long ago.
They signed both of them. That was the reason. That's why it's so weird. Yeah.
So I think they get rid of Dearness. I think this year they're going to need Hunt because of they have Brissett starting, probably going to be starting most of the year, or we expect the whole year. So they really need the running game to be strong. I think they trust Kareem Hunt more. He can catch it better out the backfield. They're going to need him. They're going to need Chubb, obviously. So I think they get rid of Dearness, and they're going to keep the rookie to step up into that third role, and then eventually a second role once Hunt leaves, probably after this year.
Okay, what is about you, Brian?
They're keeping Hunt. I mean, they got rid of Beckham. They got rid of Landry. I mean, they need some wide receivers. Kareem Hunt is a pass-catching running back, so I mean, they're going to utilize it. I mean, it makes sense if you lose your top 2 wide receivers from last year. You need to have weapons, so they're definitely not getting rid of Hunt.
I mean, I agree with you in the sense that, like, talent-wise, they should keep Hunt and move Dearness, but he has a low guarantee. And again, this comes down to money, I think, for me. So I wouldn't be shocked if Kareem actually gets cut. I think it would be stupid if they cut him because I think they can trade him and get more value. But I think for just the amount of money that Dearness is on the roster for is more kind to the books. But he's proven in a start that he can do the job. And also do a job behind Nick Chubb. And the guy that we can't name is Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford is the rookie running back out of Cincinnati that they drafted. So obviously he should be able to make the squad or at least practice squad going forward here. But so I think it could be Hunt. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's Hunt, while I think the house money should go on Dearness, like you guys are saying. But I think
that being said, where would you guys, or where should people draft Kareem Hunt? Or should they draft him at all?
Middle rounds is kind of where he's going. I think that's fine. I'm more earnest. Like if they do trade Dearness, or if they do trade Hunt, what if he goes to a team like Houston, and then what? Their value skyrockets because they don't have anybody there, right?
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty good pick.
What if Kareem Hunt were to go to Miami? Like I know they have Chase Edmonds, but what if he went to Miami, Ryan? What would you do?
They have Sony Michel. They have Raheem Mostert.
Sony's dust.
They have like a really signed a good, really undrafted running back who's been killing it in minicamp that everyone likes. They're not.
Wow, man, they're stacked at running back.
Kareem Hunt is literally, to give you like the perfect comparison, he's literally Tony Pollard. Like 8th round, that's where Tony Pollard's going.
Yeah, so like middle rounds. Yeah, middle rounds.
So I mean,
I'd take Kareem Hunt over Tony Pollard any day.
Yeah, because he fucking helped you get to like a championship or some shit.
So
I'm taking Tony Pollard, man. Okay, let's move on because we're spending a little too much time on that topic. But we got through 3 Cleveland
we just spent like 30 minutes on Cleveland.
Well, that was a lot. But that was a lot of news there. I guess, do you guys want to get into Kamara or do you want to go to Fat Uncle Lenny? Which one do you want? Which one's more spicy?
We could do Kamara real quick.
Okay, Kamara.
Are you guys, where would you take Kamara in the draft knowing that he might get suspended?
Third round?
Second round.
Third,
wow.
Early third. I don't want to have a top 2 picks to be invested in for missing 6 games. That's a lot of games to miss, man.
Yeah, that is. I would not draft him.
That's it could be more, but like 6 is like the one that's the rumors that are floating around is 6 games. What if it's 8? That's half the season. I'm definitely not trying to take a top 3 pick. I might even push him to the 4th round. Let him be someone else's problem.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a lot of games.
All right, you can move to the next one.
Okay, well, I'll say this. Along with that same line, though, who do you think steps up? A lot of people are saying Mark Ingram. I have a little nugget that I don't really want to tell you guys because I'm going to be in this league with you, but I'm just going to go out and say it. You guys might not even like it, but What if Taysom Hill takes some running back carries? Because Mark Ingram's too damn old, man. I can see Taysom Hill taking about 5 to 10 touches out of the backfield when Kamara's suspended. That guy's a power runner. He's
man, that guy's gonna ride the
take
bench
the quarterback
now.
reps. This guy is a secret weapon, man. I like the Taysom Hill late rounds. You can get him as your last pick, and he can smash for the first 6 games.
His buddy coach is out now. There's no way Taysom Hill plays any kind of position. I don't think he barely gets on the field.
Well, I'm taking a stab at it because I think Mark Ingram might have 1 or 2 good starts, and then his legs are just done.
I don't think it's really Ingram either. Who's that other guy? Something
Tony
Jones? Tony Jones.
No.
I'm going with Tony. I'm with Tony Jones.
Okay, let's keep it moving. Now that Baker Mayfield got traded, we talked about Deshaun a little bit. Another quarterback that's floating around that needs a new home is Jimmy G. So where do you guys think Jimmy G will land? And will he be relevant wherever he goes, depending on where
Seahawks and irrelevant.
Seahawks and irrelevant, okay.
I think if he's going to go somewhere, it would be the Seahawks. I think the only team left that actually needs a quarterback and that he can actually upgrade their team. But he's going to stay with the Niners this year.
You think he's going to stay there? What about you think? I mean, I know I like Davis Mills, but do you think a team like Houston could take a chance on a veteran like Jimmy John?
That would be stupid. They really want to build around Mills. I think they should build around Mills.
I don't think he's the answer, though. I think he could be another starter for another year. I think they're still going to look at another quarterback next year if they still finish in bottom 5. I don't think Davis Mills will be their quarterback in the future. But hey, he can prove me wrong. I think he's serviceable, but I don't think Davis Mills is the reason they're going to build around. Okay, well, that's Jimmy G talk there. Either Seattle, maybe Houston, and irrelevant. Okay, we can move on. Trey Lance, though, since if they do move on from Jimmy G, Trey Lance has been the starter, or at least been probably penciled in as a starter since the end of last season. Is there a chance that he can bust, though? Do you think he's even good? I want to see what you guys thought.
I think he sucks. I think fantasy-wise might be good if due to running ability, but I think he's not a good quarterback.
Who would you compare him to? Is there anyone?
Who's just like a really athletic quarterback who sucks at throwing besides Lamar Jackson?
Jalen Hurts? Because I know you guys have been saying about Jalen Hurts too.
No, Jalen Hurts.
I like Jalen Hurts, though. I don't think he's that bad.
No, Jalen Hurts is better.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we agree there. Okay, so then I guess the real comp is I don't really know. I think Lamar Jackson's a better thrower than people give him credit for, because I think he did the job last year when they had to throw more without all their running backs that got hurt. So
hearing all the hype about him in camp, it's like so wishy-washy. It goes from, oh, he's the best we've had in a while, to like, wow, he's doing really bad. So I have no idea what to even make of it. From the one game he played, he was all right.
I know who he reminds me of. Marcus Mariota.
Okay. That's a decent
faster, though. He's way faster.
No, I think Mariota might be faster.
No.
I think Trey Lance could be faster than Mariota. Yeah. But, again, it's not just a straight line speed, though, because, I mean, you got to be shifty. I think Trey Lance has some shiftiness to him. But, again, you still have to throw in this league. So it remains to be seen. I'm very reserved on Trey Lance like you guys. I don't think I'm going to be wasting an early to mid-round pick. Like, sometimes it seems like he's going in that 7th, 8th round. I'm not thinking I want to take a quarterback like him that early. I might wait on that if you're considering Trey Lance, but that's just my opinion. Moving right along, there's only a couple more news and notes here. Fat Uncle Lenny. I'm not sure if you guys seen the training camp photo, but go ahead, look it up. Just type in Leonard Fournette training camp viral photo. You'll see it. There's also a video that I saw on Twitter that he was on the treadmill with DeAndre Swift, Jamar Chase, and Jalen Mills. It's a DB. And this guy looks like he's 270. I think you put against those athletic-looking guys with the way Uncle Lenny reported to camp, it doesn't look good. What do you guys think of do you think he'll get in shape in time for this high volume usage?
He'll definitely get in shape. I mean, he's always looked bigger. He's always been big, and then he finds some way to get more, have a good year and get more yards. I'm not worried about him. He's a professional. And the good thing about that picture is he was on the treadmill. Like, there you go. He's running on it. He's working out with his buddies. You can see the motivation there. So, yeah, he gained weight pretty fast, but I think he'll be ready to start the season.
Where would you draft him, Brian?
I'll start looking at him like 4th or 5th round.
4th or 5th.
Whoa, that's late, man. He's going
That's
in like
super late. He's gonna be gone by
third.
then.
I'm
I'm
just
taking him. I'm taking him early, mid-second.
Seriously?
Hell yeah! Do you know that there's no one there behind him? He's taking all those catches. The people like are saying Rashad White can take some pass catching reps, but they had Gio Bernard, who was a pass catching specialist, and Leonard took all the damn catches. I think he's one of the high volume usage backs that remain in the league. As long as he gets in shape, he has Tom Brady's trust. Some rookie doesn't have that trust right away. So at least early on to mid season, maybe that might change a little bit. But out the gate, Leonard Fournette is a 2nd round pick.
I think they're just going to be airing the ball out with Tom Brady. This is last year. I don't think they're going to be running the ball.
Well, they don't have Godwin. So
they got Russell Gage. I mean, whatever. It's
not Godwin, but like I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I like Leonard in the second. Where do you like him, Joseph?
Yeah, I'm like right in the middle here, like between 3rd and 4th. I'll definitely think about him in the 3rd if he's there, especially if I'm going if I went 2 receivers in the first 2 rounds.
Fair enough.
Be a good RB1 in the 3rd.
I'll get Zeke before I get Leonard Fournette.
I'm clipping this. I am clipping this and I'm sending it out on Twitter. I cannot believe you just said that. That is insane. Oh my God.
I like it.
So you're believing that hype of Zeke in the best shape of his life.
Zeke was injured last year. So it's like
no, I'm talking about now. Like there's reports of like Zeke being in best physical shape. Last year was a fluke.
Yeah, I think so.
That. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
well, stay tuned, guys, because we're gonna have some bold takes coming up in the next couple of weeks. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Yosef. What were you trying to say?
I think that's a good comp. You should put something on paper.
Well, I mean, I'm down to do a paper bet. Brian, do you have the Snickles handy?
No, she ate the pickles.
So this goes on week 55 of Brian not fulfilling a bet that he's lost.
I have Snickers.
Darian ate the homework.
She literally ate the pickles. So what do you want me to fucking do?
So I will say, before we do any other pods,
that's probably the biggest pickles we've had in a while.
I'm gonna take a stand and not do a pod until Brian has his Snickles, and we're gonna do that before we do another pod.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you just stop lagging it.
I'm gonna put my foot down. The last news and note we're gonna get out of here right after this because we're getting a little short on time is Le'Veon Bell is done with football. Wants to get in the octagon or squared circle, whatever you want to call it. And against Adrian Peterson. This is a Brian topic. I'm gonna let him steer the direction of this and who he's gonna pick to win in this fight.
Good idea.
I don't support violence, but if I have to pick, I think I'm gonna go with Le'Veon Bell. I think Le'Veon Bell is much more athletic. I think Adrian Peterson's gonna hit much harder, but I think Bell's gonna be a lot quicker for him. So I'm gonna go with Bell.
I just see Le'Veon as like more gangster. Like he's gonna fling it and go all over. I think Adrian Peterson, you look at him, he's like very concentrated. He's like, I know where to go. He's gonna be more technique based. And what's his name? Like Le'Veon Bell's gonna remind us of what's his name? Robinson that got knocked out.
Nate Robinson.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be the same kind of fighter as him. And Adrian Peterson will be more like stern. So, and Adrian Peterson is just built, man. He's strong. I'm gonna go.
He's so jacked. I mean, look, I agree with Joseph on this. I kind of consider this like a Nate Robinson, Jake Paul fight, and I definitely see AP. I can see AP being the Jake Paul in this because I think he would take it more seriously. That's what I think, and I think the guy who takes this more seriously is the one that's going to win. So I'm edging with AP on this one, and I'm going to say by knockout.
Damn. Well, I'm ordering the fight, or I'm gonna have it on.
Well, we should. Okay, we can gang up and watch it at your house. Then
cool. Party at Brian's. Let's go.
No, Bell's.
What's your address? Tell everybody.
I want Adrian Peterson to win, but I think Le'Veon Bell's gonna win. He's much more athletic. But
wait, so you want AP to win, but you think Levy is gonna win? That's what you're saying. It's a weird way of saying Le'Veon Bell's gonna win, but okay, that will do it, folks, boys and girls. We will get back to you in the coming days with Brian with some fresh jar of pickles and a nice fresh Snicker so we can eat his Snickle and fill his bet finally. And we'll have some more paper bets for you and create some more content. And without further ado, that's Mr. B. That's Comeback Kid. I'm Joe.